Oh yeah. I think that's cherry. Yum. Hey peeps, I'm about an hour and a half into my hiking day today, and still outside of Big Bear on my way to Deep Creek Hot Springs, first hot springs of the trail. I intend to get there tomorrow morning, Saturday morning. We'll see. I hear the townies flood the place. Shouldn't be too terrible. As long as I find a nice hot tub to soak in, it'll all be good. I will be checking in with you folks later. Ranger out. Yes, did my first 20-mile day yesterday. Well, according to Gut Hook, 19.7. But what's a few tenths between friends? Basically 20 miles. I'm counting it. I don't care. Hello, hiking peeps, through hiking peeps, vicarious hiking peeps, backpackers, peeps of all shapes and sizes, reasons for being here. It is I, Ranger, coming to you directly from the trail. It's been a while since I've had a morning brief, and I'm doing this micless because my port doesn't seem to be working still, even after I went to Verizon and thought I had it all figured out. Still acting up, so I'll just have to speak loudly, disturb the wildlife, and hopefully won't embarrass myself in front of other thru hikers, although I'm getting kind of used to this. It has been a while since I've been able to do a morning brief, because it's been a while since I've been able to record video. So here we are. We're doing it. I think I lost, I can't even remember. I should have probably done a little research and seen when the last one was so I could catch you up from there. I'm sure I didn't have it going over Mount Apache, San Jacinto, Fuller Ridge, and that section was no joke. I am here to tell you, that was some shit. That's what that was. It was our first encounter with snow. Mount Apache, there were just a couple of patches there. I only put my spikes on for one of them. I got through okay, but then it turned out that right after I went through, I passed, or Sobo came up on us, and then I forget the couple who was in front of me that I passed, but after I passed all of them, got through those patches, some hours later I noticed there was a rescue helicopter circling that area, and I shot some pictures of that, since I think it was only photos I could do at the time, but they were off in the distance by that point. I was up in the Jacinto by then, but turns out a guy came up right behind me, tried to cross, and did not succeed. Fell, broke something, can't remember exactly what, but yeah, had to have a rescue helicopter come and pick him up. And he was one of, as I have since learned, about 8 rescues that occurred in a week stretch, a little less than a week, I think. I think Sheriff down in Idlewild told me 8 rescues in 5 days. Whew. And I think they were all in that same general area. They even sent out an advisory shortly after, like that week or that day, sent out an advisory suggesting people skip that part of the trail, which had just opened, by the way. It hadn't been open since the 2013 fire. So I'm glad I got through. Several other people have gone through since and done it all right. So yeah, my recommendation is don't skip unless, of course, you're not prepared to deal with some unfavorable trail conditions, which happen out here. Not currently the case right now. Most favorable trail conditions. I mean, it can only get better, I guess, once we dip into tree cover as it gets hotter. But the trail has been nice here. But boy, up on San Jacinto and Fuller Ridge, wind was howling, doing that dance across the ridge back and forth. The snow on the north side of Jacinto was kind of a bear. It's slower going through snow, and it also conceals the trail. So you spend a lot of time just trying to reacquire the trail. And if you can't reacquire a trail, at least figure out a way to walk your way in the direction of the trail and hopefully meet up with it again. There was a whole lot of that. That's how I met Ginger Ballz with a Z is his name. I won't tell you why, but I'll just say he's a ginger. How about that? So yeah, that's how I met him. He was up on top of the mountain along with me. I was completely lost, and Gut Hook had failed me at that point. Wouldn't even turn on. Couldn't even get the screen to pull up, let alone get my GPS position. So I was up there looking around, trying to find some tracks, trying to find the trail, and I see this guy pop up about 200 yards away from me and exclaim that he found the trail. So I jumped in with him right behind him, tried to keep up, couldn't, because that dude moves fast, and he led me back to the trail, which was awesome. And then, as it turns out, when I got into Idlewild, I walk into the pizza place. I think it's called Idlewild Pizza. Can't remember. Really good pizza. I went there twice, actually. But yeah, walked in. He was sitting there at a table with some other folks and some town folks, and recognized the DUI, the unit insignia on my knit cap, which happens to be 75th Infantry. And then the guy who turns out to be Dave Frazier, comes up to me while I'm placing my order and says, "Hey, when you get your stuff, come join us," which I did. And then Dave invited me to stay at his place for as long as I needed, which turned out to be a couple nights, maybe 3 nights. I think I double zeroed there. Hung out in his very nice 5th wheel trailer, and have I told you all this already? I can't remember. No, because I haven't been able to do this in a while. So anyway, hung out there. Turns out he is a longtime member of the American Legion. He was also a chief warrant officer and Huey helicopter pilot at Vietnam. So we had he shared all kinds of stories. It was really great meeting him and his amazing wife, Lori, and their friend, also named Ginger. Yeah, that was really cool. So he and the American Legion were hosting the Warrior Expedition guys and gals coming through there, and Ginger was the first one. He, in fact, is, I gotta say by now, he's like, he could be 2 weeks ahead of him, really, at this point. That dude flies. I don't know if it, well, to give you an idea, he left Idlewild in the morning, got back up Devil's Slide 2.5 miles, and peaked San Jacinto, then came back down San Jacinto and was almost to Cabazon in 1 day. That's quite a trek. That's like at least 25 miles, not including the peaking San Jacinto, which is off trail. Yeah, that dude's moving. He's already through Baden Powell's. Anyway, enough about him. So the point was that he led me to those guys, and I had a great time. Had some beers at the American Legion. Met some of the guys. It was cool. It was very cool. What else? The only downside to that was their Wi-Fi was not that fast, so I couldn't get stuff to upload, and that was frustrating. But yeah, made it over San Jacinto. That was pretty much the last of our snow. We saw a little bit of snow coming out of Big Bear, but nothing really to contend with. Our next snow is, as I've mentioned, Mount Baden Powell. That's after Wrightwood. And I'm still 4 or 5 days away from Wrightwood, depending on how quickly I get through this, or how long I want to hang out at the hot springs and whatnot. But I am packed right now. I left Big Bear with, hey, how's it going? More hikers back there. Left Big Bear with almost 14 pounds of food. Enough for 6 days to get me to Wrightwood, where I bounced a box, and I'll have to do some purchasing resupply, assuming I still have money by then. So yeah, I got a little bit of weight on my back, but I figured out after I lost that climate sleeping pad, I got rid of 3 brand new. It came out to the trail. I used it 3 times. 3 times it failed. I gave up on it and left it at the hiker box at the hostel. I think it was gone actually before I left. I hope the new owner has better luck with it than I did. I could just never get it to hold pressure, and you know, if I'm gonna be lying directly on the ground anyway, with just some thin plastic between me and the ground, I might as well not be carrying all that extra weight, because I have Tyvek for that. So here's hoping that I don't have to lie on the ground anymore. I'll just have to be super creative, especially when we get to the lower desert parts where there's less trees. So I don't know, we'll see how that works. Or I'll just pick super soft places to land, do the build up my bed using natural materials. So, ooh, holy mackerel. Sometimes the trail is just a wee bit overgrown, and hopefully it's not overgrown with noxious stuff like prairie dog bush. There's prairie dog bush out here, which is no bueno. There's a lot of it. I took some pictures of it. We'll see if we pass one on the way. I might point it out. Let's see, what else has occurred since the last time we chatted? If any of you guys have any other questions about this little trek, or want me to cover something that I haven't covered yet, I got a long list of things that I'd like to get to, and now that my phone's cleared up, I can start shooting some of these things. But yeah, let me know. You can just post it in the general comments or comments on this video. I'm checking all that stuff. And now that I have unlimited Wi-Fi, now I can check it whenever I have signal. So yeah, had the phone looked at, had the whole thing happen at Verizon in Big Bear. I think I made some posts about it. I thought I had it all figured out. At least I got the data thing figured out, and they upgraded me to unlimited data for free because of my customer loyalty points. 17 years with Verizon, if you can believe that. So hey, it's finally paying off for me instead of me just paying them. Yeah, so unlimited data now, which means that whenever I have a signal, I can back up stuff and free up space on the phone. And hopefully that means as long as the battery holds out and as long as I have enough charges left in my battery block, I should be able to upload, edit, and share stuff while on the trail. Not have to wait to get to town. So this is a new era. Hopefully this clears everything up and gets back on track with some content. The people need content. What else? How long have I been chatting? Oh, less than 15 minutes. It's a shorty. I can't let it go that short. What else? Whoa, watch out for those trees. See, gets a little overgrown. All kinds of different trail out here. We went through Mission Creek, which was a lot of washouts again, sort of hunting for trail for different reasons, because trail was washed out in a lot of places. Lots of bouldering, lots of rocks to walk on, which is not fun for me, but hey, you know, got through it, and everybody likes to talk about it. Mission Creek. The nice thing about Mission Creek was camping right there on the creek and being able to take a dip in that creek, which was very refreshing. Oh, and the spring. Which spring is that? There was a spring at a campsite. Now, of course, I can't remember the name of it. I'll have to put in a little text there at the bottom after I look it up. But it's like it was a little grotto. And there's a spring. It looked just like a little grotto shower. And I took advantage of it. Jumped in that bad boy. It only lasts about 5 seconds. It was extremely cold. But oh man, I'm glad I did that. It's always nice to get the trail dirt off. Even a little bit of it. 1 or 2 layers. Always nice. Especially before bedding down in my cocoon at night. So much nicer to do it clean. I always try to at least wash my feet and my calves and shins, which get really dusty, and my face. You know, I like to freshen up before bed, but can't always do it. Sometimes I have moist towelettes, which are nice. Anyway, obviously I've run out of interesting stuff to say. Let's look at a view. Oh, hold on. Let me see. There we go. Not bad view. Yeah, not bad. Tried to use my Filmic Pro app, which is a yearly subscription, and again failed me. Got it to open. Everything seemed to work except for the fact that it wouldn't record anything. So I gotta figure out what's going on there. I'm tired of paying for an app that hasn't been working for me. So I'm just using the native Pixel camera to do all of my recording, shooting and whatnot. Eventually I'd like to get Filmic Pro to work so I could get some really nice 4K images. But you know, the Pixel does alright. Pixel does okay. Alright, so I hear some serious water down there. Like a waterfall. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to sign off for now. We will get back at you again shortly. Ranger out. Hello, buddy. Hello, buddy. And away he goes. This dead tree appears to be one giant beehive. I think those are bees. Kind of hope they're bees and not the African type. So if they're wasps, I could be in trouble. I'm just gonna keep on moving. They look big, and I really don't want to get super close. Let's find out exactly what they are. But I saw him chase a bird off. Come down to the water side. Find a bunch of snakes. There's one over here. No, he went this way. Look! It's a snake pit down here. Whoa. Whoa. What are they gonna do? Where are they gonna go? Alright, I need to get water.
갑자기 내게 나타나준 너. 난 아무 말도 할 수가 없었지. 첫눈에 반한다는 이야기가 널 보는 순간 이해가 됐어. 매번 야야야야야 불러 널 야야야야 내 맘을 고백하려고 타이밍만 보는 나. 그런 나를 넌 보며 왜 그러냐고 묻네 너 때문에. I'm going crazy. I'm going crazy. 무뎌져 버린 내 가슴이 뛰어. I'm going crazy. Yeah. 시간은 계속 흘러만 가고 기다리다 지쳐 그만 널 놓칠까봐.
Coming upon the wooden bridge. We cross this bridge, we go up there, and it continues all along that cliff face. Hopefully just 2 or 3 miles to go before I can hang my hammock. Oh. And you know what? This is what hiking does to you. This is what you become when you're a thru hiker. Oh yeah. I've got some cherry. Yum.
I'm going crazy. 오늘은 너에게 내 맘을 고백할게. 남겨